Hi guys, welcome to the Daughter Arise channel. My name is Yvonne and this channel is all about bringing you content about childhood sexual abuse. On this channel I share with you things from my experience of going through this childhood trauma. I also share news stories and add my thoughts and commentary to them, and from time to time, when I'm fortunate enough, I interview other survivors and their supporters in hopes of raising awareness of this childhood trauma. So if this is the type of content you're looking for, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you do want to be notified of any new uploads. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, guys, the little button at the bottom of your screen. If you hit that button, it lets the algorithm know, or lets people know, that this channel exists and this support is here for survivors of childhood sexual abuse. So please hit the thumbs up button. So as I've shared along some of my shorter videos, I have been doing a reading from my ebook that I wrote back in 2017 called The Journey. I put this book together in an A to Z format to show my journey to healing from childhood sexual abuse. It contains different thoughts, different feelings, different things that I realised along my journey. And today I'm reading from the letter D, and it is Decide. And it says, decisions always stop and start with you. Whether you decide to change your life for the better and reclaim your power, or to stay in the pain and hurt of your past, the decision is yours. Now, to make a decision can feel very hard because for many of us as children, we never got to decide whether we could stop our abuse. Our thoughts, our feelings weren't taken into consideration by the person who perpetrated the abuse against us. We didn't get a choice to decide. We didn't get to make a decision. We didn't get to use our voice or have the power to say no. That is why making a decision as an adult can feel very daunting. I remember feeling very helpless when I was younger, especially in my teenage years and in my early 20s, feeling quite helpless about making decisions. Because of having that power, it felt like quite scary for me to make a decision, and I worried and had anxiety about whether in certain things in my life I was making the right decision or not. It felt better not to make a decision because up until that point I didn't really have any power in my decision making anyway. As a child, I didn't get to decide whether or not my abuse happened to me. My dad did what he had to do. As a teenager in the care system, social workers and teachers and other professionals made a decision about where I lived, where I went to school, all types of decisions about my life. They didn't empower me to help me to feel like I could decide things for myself about my own life. So it was no wonder then when I hit adulthood, after I left care and entered out of care at 18, it was no wonder that I had real trouble in making decisions. But it was a learning process. I had to learn how to make decisions in the small things and then make decisions in the bigger things. And that is what I'm encouraging you today to do. I'm encouraging you to decide whether you want to remain stuck with your past of sexual abuse, or to decide to try and go forward with courage, with bravery, to take the steps needed in order to heal from your horrible experience. And I'm saying this to you because I know how hard and how difficult it can be to make a decision. When you've never had to really make hard decisions, it can feel quite hard, it can feel quite difficult, but you can make the decision. And in making that decision, wherever you decide, it's your power. No one can take it away from you. Whatever you decide for your life is going to be your decision. It's going to be something that you have said you want to happen. There is no right or wrong in your decision making, and I want you to know that. The best way to decide about your decisions is to know what is right for you, what feels comfortable for you, what helps you to move forward. Your decision making is not dependent upon what others think that you should be doing. So today I encourage you to decide. I encourage you to decide that today is the day that you take a step out of the things that you've experienced, that you today may decide to speak to somebody, that you today may decide to get that book that you've been thinking about reading that may be a little bit painful. In all things, I'm encouraging you to decide. And the Bible scripture I want to share with you today is, it says actually, choose life, not death. And what I mean by death is the things that are going to keep you bound, are going to keep you hopeless. Today, choose life. That is my encouragement for you today.